it's Nick Short's BB Remix, and this is where I'll explore the social dynamic of Big Brother through videos and shorts. I capture live footage between the house guests before "You Are Not Allowed to Talk About Production" comes over the loudspeaker. Each week, look for brand new videos, so make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video, and be sure to comment to say hello.
No, I'm okay about that. I was just worried because I don't know. I know things, like today and people are going to start talking to you. I just want to make sure that you're going to use it. Yeah. And I know I would take safety as well. Yeah, exactly. Especially because we don't know what if it's true, if it's not, and everything else. But that's it. If you want to talk about Alyssa stuff, let's go in the pool, and then we can talk. So, but I'm just feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't want to, everything flips all the time. I know. So
I want you to feel as safe as you can. I'm sorry if I was acting weird. I really don't know what I was doing.
No, it's probably because you're worried about this and stuff. I just don't want things to flip. That's it. Because I don't want to go through this and go home.
I was on the block last week. Trust me, I know. I was sitting up there when they read the votes, and it is not a good feeling. No. So, I got you. I need to get, really attached. Not Kyle, but, that's why the plan keeps changing. Is because, it was Terrence, Indy, now Alyssa. And we're starting from low to high, when we should be taking shots from high to low.
I know.
And the hard part is that obviously he did mention, he was realistically, I think unanimously, Jasmine has the most, which he's right, he was Jasmine has the most threat and unanimity to get to be put up, but we're all respecting the fact that, Taylor doesn't want that to be on her HOH. So he was dude, I'm hoping, it maybe would be respected on my veto.
I get it, I know.
Yeah, so I completely get it.
Yeah, I'm not mad, but...
Yeah, so he wants it. He's open. He was dude, I don't mind. I will just leave nominations the same. And we said in deal, he was but I'm not saying that's what we have to do. He was that's just what I would want. He's we can all talk about it later. So I wanted your thoughts alone first before we talk to him.
I can't give stupidity a pass in this game.
So you're gonna
and it's gonna be harder for everybody else in this room to put her up and send her out after this.
No, you're right. And I mean the fact that, the resistance is still I told him, I made a good point to him. I was dude, last week your ass was grass. I was this week, there might be a double eviction either this weekend or the next weekend. So I was dude, at most, what are you doing? Buying her another week or two? And he was I get it. He was I just don't love the idea.
I know.
We'll just, I guess we'll just talk in a group setting. I just give you the heads up so that way,
it's not out of nowhere.
Yeah, because it's not I don't care, which is kind of what I was hoping for. I do get it. If I had used to veto an Indy or Jasmine or something, it would stop. I'm doing it because we're at the point in the game where
it has to happen because the
happen. Whether it's 1 week from now or 2 weeks from now. And for me personally, I look at it from the point of view where I'd rather you not here fucking up my game than any further. So I'm dude, you have to, especially in him, they're not working together.
And I
was dude, that makes no sense. The longer she stays here, she's probably more annoying. Not than Indy, in babysitting, but she is more frequently with us than Indy is. And Indy also is very obvious in the way she plays. She literally in the middle of me and Kyle walking in, opens the door and goes, Kyle, I'm getting nervous. Are you not using the Alyssa would like take that in, relay it back to Jasmine and Indy, analyze it, like. So, I get it. The hard part is just he's involved. Like his veto.
I know.
So,
And just the way it played out, there's no way that I could take that veto. Yesterday, like there's just no way I could take
that would have
that
been best
if I won.
Yeah.
I literally went in there thinking like
this would be a good show if it wasn't.
Literally went in there like, I don't want the veto, it'll be somebody else's blood, and I just pop up nominations, we throw you up there, we find easy days.
That's what I said. But
oh my god.
So,
I am
I made it seem like you're not hell-bent on this idea.
yeah.
Just because, like,
there always is room for flexibility.
You're gonna tell me not to do it.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not. It's just about how you approach it.
No, not that specifically. You're gonna tell me not to do what I'm about to say
What?
as an exploration. You gave me a reason yesterday for Jasmine to take what I said about celebrating both of us being Black women HOHs, and her taking that and flipping it around as why does she want to do this? Why is she making it about race? Yada yada yada.
and you put up Jasmine. Oh, I don't even think that's a good enough reason. And that would be more like race is involved.
I just don't.
It's messy.
That's really sloppy.
It's just like this is on the silver platter with Alyssa.
Yeah. No,
A golden.
I think Jasmine dodged this week, realistically. And trust me, I'm not saying that to protect her. I really think she's genuinely played the game well enough where, like, there's nothing, even if you use that, like, she didn't even necessarily say in a bad thing. She was like, I'm trying to play
A game for everyone.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not really tying race into it. You can't be like, oh, because you didn't acknowledge that.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, this is the what she said exactly was, Taylor thought it was cool that two Black women won HOH. And she was like, in my eyes, I look at it, it's like, I don't highlight it in that manner. I'm just playing a race line game. Which you can't be like, oh, you're playing a race line. Yeah. So
Either way, it's just weird.
Yeah. Especially, considering whatever you said the first week about, like, it would be ironic that Jasmine goes home on her birthday week, on her father's birthday.
And too much.
So unless there's another reason that she missteps entirely.
Exactly. I have a whole resume of things that I could use, but not enough to make sense this week.
Yeah. I guess we need to probably just have a full, leftover meeting whenever we have a chance, because, there's too many bouncing back, and I don't want people to start to think, fortunately, me and you have spent the most time together. I don't want people to think me and you just cock up ideas. Granted, it is your HOH, but, I probably get the most time of you considering our romance. So, the most ideas bounce back and forth. But, yeah, I guess we'll have to go from there, because each one of us, I guess, could respectfully make a request who we want to send home on our HOH. If I got HOH next week, from my view, I probably want to send Terrence. But if you guys were like, hell no,
keep to the end, yes, be the last one.
Yeah, then I would have to make it work,
I feel like at this point it's a matter of either, obviously I have options between Terrence, Indy, Alyssa this week. But it kind of feels like either Alyssa or Terrence is going to be the last one to go out. And are we going to sit here and protect the strongest?
That's the point.
To the end?
Yeah, that is the point. Alyssa, probably physically Alyssa and Indy would be the strongest. But there's no doubt Alyssa's the strongest on the team. There is no doubt she's the strongest physically and socially.
Well-rounded.
She's so well-rounded that look at the hard time.
That's what I'm
trying to send her home.
This should not
be a thing.
The fact that this is difficult should be enough reason for us to be like, holy fuck.
We now take a step back.
Right now.
Yeah, that's deadly. Like, I think no one else has this much difficulty than Alyssa. Jasmine is like, I guess, even Jasmine doesn't even have that difficulty. Yeah. It's more like you came in here with a purpose, so it's like a very awkward. Alyssa, it's like just genuinely her good relationships with all of us make this so hard. So,
and I'm gonna have to explain that to Kyle in front of everybody, and individually I'll pull him too. But
yeah, but just so you're aware, like,
no, and I knew it would not be easy for him.
Yeah, he's definitely, and obviously he asked me, I'm genuinely okay with doing whatever. I'm very pro-alliance. So I'm genuinely doing okay. What's the best for Majority's game, the best for the alliance, the best for this. I don't want anyone in the alliance to start like butting heads in any way, shape, or form. I literally offered to go up for that reason. But Kyle was like, yeah, dude, I'm honestly not even comfortable with you touching the block. He was like, I don't want you to see it. He was like, we have enough people.
He did it. He knows.
Yeah.
I've done it 3 times.
Yeah, literally. He was like, honestly, we have enough people that like none of us should be touching the block. And he was like, we have 2 of them up there already. He was like, so right now the conversation to have for the leftovers is either leave moms the same or the Alyssa. And I mean, yeah.
And I very clearly would not have put Alyssa up. I was anti putting up Alyssa until yesterday.
Yeah.
I gave her every opportunity
to stay under the radar. Like, she's good at it. The only thing is, talking about her just like, there's like stupider reasons people have done less things, and the way Alyssa plays, there will never be a good reason to sell her. There will never. It will literally be, and even Kyle admitted it. He was like, well, then what if you could just blame it on like showmance with her and put both of us up?
That's fucking stupid. No.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, like, does it look like if I want HOH, was like, your showmance kills me and I put both of you up? So.
It doesn't make sense. It's just, sorry, but it's lame and tried.
Yeah. So.
I would rather put somebody up for their stupid mistake than putting up a showmance. Yeah. Oh no, they'll everything in the house, let's put them up. No, it's played out in this game.
Yeah. So I guess.
You played in my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just have to convince Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle really the only block. I don't think Monty gives a fuck.
He does not give us a single fuck.
Monty
everybody else
in whatever order.
Everybody else wants Alyssa out first.
That's
how you all came to me.
Yeah.
The very second that I won.
I said that. I was like, dude, I thought we were on the same page that Alyssa was the highest threat level. He was like,
that's when it wasn't in his hands to put her up.
Yeah, I think he was like, no, I don't know if we all said that. I was like, yeah, and oh my god, the conversation is clearly like this being so difficult is showing that, like, because I know obviously he has a romantic relationship with them, but like if I was holding a veto and I had to save Indy or Jasmine, it would suck. And yeah, I was a bad blah blah, but like all I would ask is like, hey guys, let me at least say like I didn't know it was coming.
That's all.
And we deal with it
and he has the best reason ever. Taylor said she wanted to make a big move. Taylor told Terrence she wanted to make a big move.
Yeah. And then your justification to that is like, I was
going to.
But like,
you gave me a reason to.
I literally said I'm gonna rethink she's gonna be like, that's so petty, but that's your call to make if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I guess we will just wait till this vibe.
Hey, come in.
Hi. Michael. No,
not at all.
Not at all.
I guess outside? I haven't been outside yet.
There was only Indy and Jasmine out there.
Oh, fuck, Indy's talking to Jasmine. Fuck.
Like, I didn't see Kyle, Brittany, Turner.
Monty's inside downstairs.
Yeah, Monty and Tanner.
Kyle, so I was talking to Kyle about the veto thing. Taylor told me she filled you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kyle obviously doesn't love the idea. Makes sense. Indy walked in on us talking about it and is like, Kyle. And just because me and Kyle was
Who walked in?
Indy. Oh, so literally babysitting. She comes looking for me and Kyle. Swings open the door, which doesn't help because Kyle's literally like, I want her out of here. She opens the door and goes, what are you guys doing? Kyle, I have a bad feeling you're not going to use the veto on me, are you? And the guy's sitting there and he goes, no, I'm going to use it on you. What the heck?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, Indy, can we have 2 minutes? And she's just like, and she looks at me and looks at Kyle and goes, I want 2 minutes with Kyle. I'm like, can I just finish with him? And she goes, yeah. So, like, I close that door and he's like, dude, like, she needs to leave. And I was like, I get it, Kyle. Like, I was like, honestly, I'm not hard locked on anything. I'm letting you know, because I was like, bro, I'm going to be real with you. It's hard for us 7 to talk as 7. Because Alyssa and I'll give it to Jasmine. She's not a hall monitor, really. She almost never pulls out.
She
sends. yeah. And
The 2 and you 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, herself, I was like, dude, like, because he was like, bro, I feel like we've been changing plans a lot. And I'm like, that's true, because I was like, with each week something new happens, you get the veto of Taylor's each week.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we get new information.
We get new information. And I was like, dude, another thing is, you spend so much time with Alyssa. It is very hard to grab you without being shady and relay messages to you. So I was like, I definitely don't want you to feel like this alliance is like just making decisions and you're following.
Right.
Yeah,
And on top of that, like, he doesn't give her information. She is pulling him to get information out of him. We just let them be.
Yeah.
We don't try to get information from her. She just gives it to us.
Yeah. And I told him, I was like, dude, like, you just, and he was like, you're right. He was like, I've been spending way too much time with her. And I'm like, Kyle, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, at best, even if you resist this, I was like, if you have a good game reason, like, this might affect your game and someone's gonna target you, then yeah, let's talk. Like, we're not trying to throw your game in the water for all of us. But I was like, if you're just buying her time, what do you buy her? 1 week, 2 weeks at most. There's a double eviction coming.
It has to be.
I was like, I think there's a double eviction coming, and I'm like, do you think at most, like, what you bought 1 or 2 weeks, but at what cost? Like, if there's a way we could spin this and your game doesn't get hurt, you just kept a pretty high level threat longer in the house just for like what 1 or 2 more weeks of bullshitting. Like, and he was like, yeah, you're right. Like, I understand. Like, he's like, is the whole alliance on board with this? And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be real with you. The whole alliance, like, we
started with this.
Yeah, I was like, we actually don't care. Like, we're very similar to you. We're like, I don't have a preference. Like, you know, obviously, personally, I'm probably closer with Indy and Jasmine, but I was literally gonna go on the block to send Indy home for the alliance. So I was like, it's not. I was like, no one here has like preferences on the floor. We do it based on threat levels.
Yeah.
And I think Alyssa and Indy have a very close one, but I would probably say Alyssa's probably worse.
It's a social game. That's all it is.
It probably is kind of a social game. What are you thinking, Michael? Like,
Yeah, I think they all pose threats in their own way. But I think out of the 4 of them, I would say Alyssa is probably the most well-rounded competitor. Where, like, you know, I know Indy beat her in the last thing, but I feel like Alyssa beat Indy in this last one where Indy made a huge
oversight,
stupid error with the round she went out.
Which I would rather work with
Yes.
moving forward in the game than someone like Alyssa, who very rarely slips up, but when she does, it shows everything.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, also having Indy come into rooms, like, yes, it's annoying, but it's also very, like, it's hard to talk.
Well, Alyssa does the same thing.
Alyssa does the same thing.
Yeah.
Indy's just so, like, I can't think of another word. Indy's just so blunt and awkward with it that, like, Alyssa is not felt as more, but if you count their involvement with us, Alyssa is actually, I think, higher than Indy. You just don't feel it as much with Alyssa because her social game is so good that it's like, oh, whatever. Indy's just awkward. She wouldn't leave. It's like, hey, I'm watching you without saying, hey, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
So, I honestly...
I, again, did not want to put Alyssa up there. I did not want 2 women up there. I gave my word and wanted to follow through all the way, and she took that and abused it.
Yeah.
In my face, in front of everybody.
I don't know why she didn't grab the veto. I didn't explain this to Kyle, but I'm like, he said, he was like, dude, even if she took the veto, instead of giving Taylor's thing, I would have then took the veto from her. But I'm like, dude, yes. In my head, but he would have handed her a push-in and she would have never went near Taylor. And not that Taylor's being petty, but like, Alyssa that like, oh, even let's say you win HOH next week, what would be your reason for putting her up other than you're in an alliance?
Hello.
Yeah, I would have one that would, like, to convince them, like, this was the reason. Like, even if they suspected, like, still, like, having that doubt to put them, like, oh, no, this is my reason, but...
Yeah. I literally told him, I was like, he was like, dude, this is the reason that sends Alyssa home. I was like, bro, unfortunately, that's
how good her game
She's
is.
so good. I'm like, if I wanted Joey and I put Alyssa up, I don't know what I would say in my speech. I would be like, I'm working with the rest.
Yes. I'm the only one that can get away with saying, you played in my face. I don't care about the trip to London. I care about the fact that I made an announcement to the entire house and you decided that your game was strong enough to mess with me when I have power.
And it does show, like, you know, people are gonna think, oh, she's all bark, no bite. Like, she said this thing and then she went back on it, like...
Yeah. No, Jasmine literally said, she was like, baby, I would have yanked that right out of her hands. She was like, good you did, because Alyssa was really worried about it when we were all in the room. She was like, you guys made the right decision. And Jasmine was like, damn right. She was like, don't let her talk like that. She was like, I would have snatched it from her too. And Alyssa was like, you know, that like quiet, like she gives. So, I mean, honestly, I'm so neutral.
I know you are.
Yeah.
You know how I felt 2 days ago? Jesus. You know how I felt 2 days ago, but nobody in this room should offer anybody outside of here that much grace. And to get, I wouldn't say embarrassed, for someone to just toy around like that. I understand how close he is with her, but from an alliance perspective, if I saw anybody do that shit to any of you, I'd be like, fuck that. Because you're not just playing with someone I'm aligned with, you're playing with all of us. If you don't give a fuck about someone else's power like that, you gotta go.
Yeah. I think it's so much more than just the trip. It's you made these promises to
that's
her,
what I'm saying.
you
It's
stuck
not
your
the
neck
trip.
out and like...
I give her the opportunity to play the veto.
And she got so comfortable with all of that she just put you in a punishment and took your prize.
Well, it's just like in the first chance, she gets to like prove like, hey, like I appreciate this, or like you had my back and I'm gonna do something for you.
And that
over Indy, like
Yeah.
and it's a veto comp. Like the goal is to win the veto.
Yourself and your friends.
Yeah,
I literally,
even if Jasmine or Kyle, because that's all that was left, even if Jasmine or Kyle took it, she would still be safe. Indy would still be safe.
I literally thought about this when I was going through it. I was like, it's a veto competition. In no world, because look at how Kyle played. He was last, he had an option for anything. In no world do you go into a veto competition and show your card that you're that comfortable in the house